Hi, welcome to the Nerdy Dad. Today we have a request from him. We really want some chocolate milk. We're going to figure out how to make real hot chocolate using real chocolate. Hot stuff! Okay, our first thing that we're going to experiment with is just chocolate and hot milk in a cup. Let's see what happens here. Take a piece. There's our snack. Okay, now we have this chocolate, we have hot milk. The milk should melt the chocolate. What do you think is going to happen, Daniel? Are we going to make hot chocolate right here? What's going to happen? I think it's about ready to mix. Is this ready to mix? Okay.
I'm gonna mix it.
You're gonna mix it. We're gonna mix it with a knife. So that way it's the furthest down. Okay. As you see, there's melted chocolate on the knife. And what about the bottom? As you can see, there's a bunch of chocolate settled on the bottom of this. That means that the chocolate did not mix into our milk. Uh-oh. You know what? It doesn't taste sweet, and it's only has the very hint of chocolate. We have to find a way to get the chocolate to mix with the milk. Do you want to help me find one? Okay, so it's going to take for us to make a hot cocoa mix. Start by adding some high-quality dark chocolate to your bowl. It's about 3 tablespoons, though you will see 4. The kids were a little short on their. In addition to the regular chocolate, we're going to add Dutch processed cocoa. 1 heaping tablespoon Dutch process, a couple tablespoons of sugar, and 1 egg yolk for an emulsifier. We had that challenge where all the cocoa settled at the bottom of our milk. The egg yolk is going to help it mix in as it melts. What you see is an advanced technique called tempering. This prevents the eggs from scrambling. Okay, we just took this off the stove. It did not come to a boil. Boiling would curdle the egg yolk. We just wanted to get it to really hot and steamy. That makes the egg yolk safe to drink. Now just look at the difference in color. The depth of color in this is amazing. I can't wait to give it a try. Do you want to try, Daniel? Do you want to try, Miriam?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to give these both a taste. Wow. That is yummy. This is a hot custard cocoa. We just finished making hot chocolate, but now we want to test our skills and see if we can make cold chocolate milk. Daniel, what do you think you put in chocolate milk?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? So what is chocolate?
And milk.
So should we make that? We're going to get some milk. How much milk should we put in this cup? Show me with your finger. How much milk? No, that's going to be too much. Let's do a little bit. Let's start there. Okay. And now this is cocoa. This is the part of chocolate that tastes like chocolate. This is a Dutch processed cocoa. Miriam, you're going to put in a scoop. Put it right in. Okay, thank you. And after that, what else do you think goes in? This isn't sweet, so what do you want in your chocolate milk to make it sweet?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? No. How about some sugar?
Yeah.
Half a scoop, half of that. Thank you. So half a tablespoon of sugar. Okay, so this is our cocoa and sugar dropped straight into cold milk. You can see that the top has a bunch of coated pieces of cocoa that are floating on top of the milk. Now the inside of each of these little orbs isn't hydrated. It's going to be bitter and very unpleasant. In addition, the flavor of this cocoa isn't permeating the milk. So how can we get this cocoa to disperse and flavor our whole milk and also give us that thick chocolate milk texture rather than this lumpy mess? Now we're going to make a big chocolate milk mix. This is gonna thicken our milk slightly. It's gonna be dispersed. We're not gonna get any lumps. It's gonna be beautiful. Here's how you do it. The first ingredient is gonna be exactly the same. We need cocoa. Can you give me 5 scoops of cocoa? That's a lot of cocoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're giving me double scoops. Okay, it's all the cocoa we need. Now we're also gonna need a bunch of sugar, but not just any sugar. We need fine ground sugar.
Say nerdy dad.
Dad.
Okay, we have a few favorite tools in the kitchen. This is one of them. It is our spice grinder. We don't only use this for spices, but that's generally what it's for. Sometimes coffee, and in this case, we're gonna grind the sugar. Hey, get your face out of there. We really like this because the kids can safely use this and really do very significant things in the kitchen. Okay, now we're gonna add our sugar. We need half a cup of sugar. Really, we need a whole cup of sugar, but we're gonna do it in 2 half cups due to the size of our grinder. So 1 half cup. Can you grind it? She knows what she's doing. Now is time for my secret to cold chocolate milk. All chocolate milk has a little bit of texture, body, it's a little thick, and it's really hard to get without a box of this, some instant chocolate pudding. The instant starch will set up and start to thicken the chocolate milk as it sits for a minute or 2. Instant starch is totally the way to go, but you do not use the whole thing. We're only going to use 2 tablespoons in this entire batch. I'm going to add this, okay? 1, 2. We have about half a pack left. Don't throw it out. The last thing we want to add is salt. Salt is in almost all sweet goods, and it's going to really help mask some of the bitterness from the cocoa and bring out some of the lovely flavors. That look good? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's it. 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Now, mix.
Now, we're going to use Miriam's favorite tool, the mixing whisk. Ready? Can you whisk that together? Daniel, can you hold the bowl? Why is it important to mix the mix before adding it to the milk? By dispersing the cocoa in the sugar, we are going to prevent lumps of cocoa from forming in the milk. The sugar is going to actively dissolve, and the individual particles of cocoa are going to float in our now thickened milk due to the starch from the instant starch. We'll get a delicious, slightly thick cocoa beverage. Okay, next, 1 glass with 1 cup of milk. Let's add 2 heaping tablespoons of this right on top. Now with some adult mixing, there's no lumps on the top, no settling to the bottom. This looks good. Are you ready to try it? Okay. Cup number 1. Cup number 2. Let's taste. That is some fine chocolate milk. But we have one more way to make chocolate milk. Do you know what that is? Always have one of these in your fridge. See you next time on The Nerdy Dad, where we bring food science to your family. Give a thumbs up to the camera.
You're gonna give a thumbs up like that. and smile.
Thanks for watching this video with the Nerdy Dad. Subscribe to me on social media at Nerdy Dad Foods for more accessible family food science.